Guys, I have made a ton of mistakes growing tomatoes before. In the previous years, it has been a total fiasco. But I think I finally figured out what it takes to grow tomatoes. So watch this video until the end to learn. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, warm welcome back. I'm super excited because guys, I found some ripe tomatoes. So in this video, I will be sharing with you updates on my tomatoes and also share with you some tips on how to successfully grow tomatoes all the way from seeds to harvest. All right, tribe, just take a look. Take a look at what I'm looking at here. Get into it. I did all of this from seeds, guys. I did this from seeds. This is my tomato bed. Let's take another look. That's my tomato bed right here. I have about 10 tomato plants on this bed, which I started from seeds back in February. It is May, and we have some ripe fruits, which I'm going to harvest today. But it took a lot of work to get the tomatoes to produce this much and to be disease-free. So let's get into it. These are eggshells that I collect from my kitchen, and you may be wondering, what does eggshells have to do with growing tomatoes? A lot. So eggshells supply calcium, and tomatoes need calcium to grow. Well, not to grow, for the fruit not to have. These are eggshells that I collect from my kitchen, and you may be wondering what eggshells have to do with tomatoes. At the time of planting, I do crush the eggshells I put in the planting hole before planting my tomatoes. Along with the crushed eggshells, I also add some kind of granular fertilizer, and this is the specific one that I added, this one right here. You can see it has 5,4,3 nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And all of these nutrients are important in the growth of the tomatoes. This particular one also has calcium. The eggshells have calcium. Tomatoes need calcium. If you don't have enough calcium in the soil, or if the tomato plant is not able to uptake calcium, then you get what is known as blossom end rot. I always mess it up, but you know that dark spot you have around your tomato plant, you know, the brown rotten spot around the tomato fruit, not plant, when it gets to this stage. Yeah, you want to prevent that by adding calcium to the soil, especially at the time of planting. So I always add, now that I know, I add eggshells and then this fertilizer. So setting up that soil is key at the time of planting. That's one helpful tip. At the time of planting your tomatoes in ground, what you want to do is bury part of the stem of that tomato at the time of planting. Why? Because the tomato plant is a heavy feeder, and because the stem of the tomato is capable of growing roots. So when you bury it really deep, it develops a robust root system, which allows your tomato to be able to absorb more nutrients, to be able to absorb more water, and you grow healthy tomatoes that way. So don't be afraid, bury the stem really, really deep, and you will be successful with growing tomatoes. Here's another tip, pruning. You'll see that I cut all the leaves and stems from the bottom of the tomato all the way to the first fruit bunch right here. Look at the bottom of the tomato plant. You see, you don't see leaves down here. I pruned everything. You want to maintain airflow, air circulation down here to prevent disease. And then you want to provide support. So this is what I use for mine. I bought these stakes, tied them up like this. It's all covered up now, so you cannot see, but you want to provide some kind of support, and then regularly tie the tomato vine to the support like so. You see that I use the twine, and then I will come here regularly as the tomato grows and make sure I attach the vine to the stake. You can also cage your tomatoes, but you need that support so that when it rains with winds, your tomato doesn't fall over. Let's go ahead and pick This will be our first harvest, guys. Look at that. Look at this. I did this. I did this from seeds. I'm going to harvest this one too. This one is going to get ripe all the way inside. I don't want the animals to come for it before I do. So this is two. There's more somewhere else. Let's go find it. It's over here someplace. Yep, these are the ripe ones for now. I'll take it. Oh yeah, I did this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.